Apple has been one of the most influential companies on the globe the past decade and more. We have seen the company disrupting the status quo through transformative disruption and fundamentally revolutionize the way people interact. This has enabled them to become the largest company by market capitalization on planet Earth with a cap of over $2 trillion. They have an incredibly large war chest with over 76 billion. Now, we have seen Apple take over and dominate industries before, releasing superior products than the rest, forcing other companies' hands. We may be about to witness their next master plan. There have been rumors circulating for years regarding Apple moving into the vehicle space. However, this is beginning to seem more of a certainty than a possibility. In today's show, we'll be looking at everything we know about the Apple Car, when this could become a reality, and ultimately how they could once again transform an entire industry. Welcome to the show. My name is Nick. Let's dive right in. Alright, let's go right back to the Apple Car origins to paint the picture. The idea of Apple moving into the vehicle and mobility industries is not a new concept. There are reports that Apple's founder, Steve Jobs, actually began stirring up the idea as early as 2008. However, back then, the company was still very much in its early exponential growth phase and had many other areas that more desperately needed funding and immediate attention. Fast forwarding to 2014, Apple commenced a secret project near their headquarters in Cupertino, California, to be coined Project Titan. This was a relatively large operation with estimates of 1,000 employees, primarily vehicle specialists and engineers. Apple is notoriously excellent at keeping their projects secretive and under the radar, which has before acted as a key concept to their branding and the reveals. We have seen Apple begin and then defund many projects in the past, and this venture was unfortunately no different. The secretive project was partially abandoned sometime in 2016 amidst changes in management and internal issues. Time went on, Apple's focus moved to different means, and they continued to dominate across the board. The Apple Car slowly faded from mainstream attention and interest. However, this has all changed. In 2018, Apple rehired the notorious Tesla engineer Doug Field. 2020, Project Titan was taken over by Apple's Senior Vice President of Machine Learning and AI Strategy, John Giannandrea. We have seen a relentless poaching of Tesla employees as the company builds up an army of brilliant minds and engineering talent. Apple, above all else, is an innovative disruptor, pushing the limits and positioning for the coming landscape, and it's clear they are placing their eggs into autonomous driving technology. Tim Cook, Apple's CEO, who rarely gives insight into their future projects, has stated that Apple is focusing on autonomous systems as they see it as an important core technology. In 2017, Business Insider reported the at-time current renditions of the Apple Car. As expected, the vehicle was drastically different than virtually any other model on the market, with no steering wheel, no pedals, and a lounge-like interior. This would effectively make the vehicle a complete L5 autonomous vehicle, which analysts view as a near certainty in our future mobility landscape. Now, I do personally doubt this would be the first mass-produced Apple vehicle offered to consumers. It's quite typical that new vehicle manufacturing companies entering the market first release their concept car, something to strive for in the coming years and decades, but then release a more plausible vehicle with certain aspects of the vehicle available for consumers. A concept car is a marketing tactic used to gain upfront attention and publicity. We saw a similar approach from Chinese-based NIO with the first revealing of their concept vehicle Eve, a vehicle they aspire to mass produce in the coming years. I do, however, believe that the first Apple vehicle will be fully autonomous, however, likely used in the last mile delivery sphere, something I will touch on shortly. Apple's vehicle leadership stated that the aim is to produce an autonomous vehicle with, quote, little or no other engagement other than inputting the intended destination. CNBC has stated that the Apple Car would be completely functional without a driver, which could have massive disruptive impacts on hundreds of industries. Now, there are many doubters and naysayers about the reality of the Apple Car. However, sightings of Apple testing their autonomous systems in real-world settings have been increasing, with their vehicles routinely spotted driving the streets of California. Sightings of these self-driving vehicles have been escalating in recent times. Reuters places a vehicle release from Apple sometime in 2024 or 2025, and Apple analyst Min-Chi Kuo expects a possible release a bit later in the ballpark of 2025 to 2027. We have also seen Apple recently picking up many domain names encircling the industry, including apple.auto, apple.car, and apple.cars. However, this in and of itself is not actually concrete evidence of a vehicle. Min-Chi Kuo goes on to state that Apple's car will be their company's next star product, with the company being able to squeeze out other manufacturers with their, quote, better integration of hardware, software, and services. It is also important to note that this integration could be facilitated by Apple's own design chips manufactured by TSMC, with leaks suggesting that this revolutionary chip could be coined the C1. Although this vehicle would likely be firmly within the luxury vehicle bracket, Apple is sourcing and innovating to produce higher quality products at fractions of pre-existing costs. We see the company in talks with 4 LiDAR sensor suppliers, the sensors giving the ability of autonomous driving. These sensors are smaller, lighter, and more affordable than current versions on the market. Apple has partnered with ex-BlackBerry QNX employees to develop the operating system and another grouping to develop the necessary running software. They are also creating groundbreaking battery design based on a monocell prototype in order to facilitate grouping of the individual battery units, removing pockets and nodes. This would effectively allow superior packaging and functionality of the battery to ultimately radically decrease the overall battery cost, the most cost-heavy proportion of an electric vehicle. Now, it's clear that Apple will not release this product unless it is virtually superior in every single way than current models on the market. It simply would not make sense for them to do so. We are seeing them taking their time, doing their due diligence, and ramping up services. Now, as I alluded to previously, I do think we would likely see first iterations of the vehicle in the last mile delivery sphere, and even potentially the massive upcoming robotaxi industry. The LMD industry is surging in importance and market opportunity. As our world shifts to e-commerce and online ordering, an increased pressure has been placed on LMD, with some of the potential pressure being mitigated by driverless vehicles. Apple is already in works of a self-driving shuttle between Apple offices in Silicon Valley termed the PALE, or the Palo Alto Infinite Loop. I do not think robotaxis much like this are out of the realm of possibilities in the near term. Now, many analysts find it very plausible that Apple's best course of action is to in fact form a joint partnership with another pre-existing company already firmly rooted within the industry. Apple has teamed up with Volkswagen into VW T6 transporter vans acting as shuttles very similar to the PALE system. There have also been many rumors floating regarding a partnership with Hyundai, Kia, Nissan, General Motors, the list goes on. However, at this point in time, this remains complete speculation. I do personally think Apple has the means, the team, the management, and the ability to move into this industry and dominate it by itself, and once again, transform the way our world fundamentally operates and even looks like. I will keep you all updated on this extremely enticing possibility. Webull is doing a promo, 2 free stocks worth up to $1,850. All you have to do is 1, sign up, 2, open an account, and 3, deposit in at least $100 using the link in my description. They are 0% commissions. You can trade before and after hours. It really is a no-brainer. Check out our Patreon page for more content like this. We have under the radar stocks behind the scenes, and this also gains you access into our exclusive Discord channel. This is where you can see all of my trades in real time, our portfolios, and the chat is always popping off. Make sure to subscribe for more content like this. Smash that like button. I will see you all in the next video. Take care, ladies and gents.